Let's continue with our board questions. Now we move on to question number 3, poetry, that is poem comprehension. We'll understand what is poetry, what is a comprehension of the poetry, what are the features of a poem, and what are the forms of poetry, and we'll also solve in one sample question. Poetry is a dance of words. It's a river of rhythm where meaning stirs. It sings without music and paints without brush. A poem does not just tell, you feel it. A poem is made up of lines, whereas a story is made up of sentences. So we have stanzas, 3 or 4 lines would come to a stanza. We group it into a stanza. Poetry can include rhythm. Rhythm means the beats, the sound. Now what are syllables in this? Syllables means the sound that we hear. So given, then we have give, and then we have 2 syllables. Whereas crow, we have just 1 syllable. Next we have rhyme and rhyme scheme. A poetry will have stanzas and accordingly it will rhyme. So we have to find out the rhyme words. Like in this case, crow and snow, and rhyming scheme would be, if crow is we are taking as A, then the next letter would be B, and if it is same rhyming one, then you'll use the same A here. So here in the first stanza, the rhyme scheme would be A, B, A, B. Different forms of poetry. Understand question number 3A by this sample question. So we have a poem in here, The Pulley. So first read the poem and then try to understand with the question what is the answer given in the poem. Now remember that you are not going to copy the same lines as in the poem in your answer. You have to write in a question answer form. So the first one, what did God's glass of blessing contain? So find out where's the answer. Yes, from here. Strength, beauty, wisdom. These are the things that the glass of blessing contains. So accordingly write it in a question answer form. So the answer would be, God's glass of blessing contain all the world's riches man could crave for, and write all the blessings in here. The second question, what does God perceive? Perceive here means understand or regard. So perceiving word is in here. So related to that, what you can say is in a question answer form. So it will be, God perceives that he has gifted all the treasures except rest to man. The third question would be, you have to explain a line. So one line in here, when almost all was out, God made us stay. So what you do is, you explain this line. It could be, when you're explaining it, see to it that either it depends on the number of marks it carries. If it's of 2 marks, explain in detail. And if it's just 1 mark, then 1 or 2 sentences. The next is rhyme scheme. So the first stanza would be this. So accordingly, man is A. If we are giving an alphabet A, by would be B because it's not rhyming. It's not rhyming with man. So the next alphabet is B. Can is rhyming with man, so it will be A again. Lie is rhyming with by, so it will be B. And the last span is rhyming with man and can, so it will be A again. So your rhyme scheme would be A, B, A, B, A. That's the rhyme scheme. Don't add in any commas to it. Directly and write in small letter. The next could be understanding the figures of speech. Now figures of speech, we have already done a video related to it. Please check that. Here we have to find out one type of figure of speech in this, that is personification. So we are getting in line, so strength first made away. What is personification? Giving a human quality to it. So strength is finding a way as if it's a human being. So that is one of the line which we can use it for personification. Also, you might be asked some personal response question related to the stanza or the poem. So accordingly, you have to answer that. So that's our 5 marks. Thank you.